Topic: Cultural Heritage by Mazhar Ali Nanjiani. He was living in San Jose, a short distance from San Francisco, studying for his MS in computers. He was also working in a department store. Not that he needed the money, but to be able to make new acquaintances so that he could get citizenship of this country. She was a co-worker, slightly older than him, though she didn't look it. He expressed his wishes and plans. She agreed to get married, and a year or so after he got his blue passport. They agreed they would quietly say goodbye and go on their own separate ways. Everything went exactly as planned. Then he got a call from home. His younger sister was getting married. His wife wanted to see his home country. His family knew about his marriage and the agreement he had with his so-called wife. Taking her along would be a novelty and exciting for the family. To have a foreigner as a guest in the house on such a cheerful occasion. His family lived in a huge mansion in Defense in Karachi. The family was rather large. Brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles, lots of small children living together with lots of servants and even a few pets in the house. Her visit to Pakistan was enjoyable, entertaining, and far more than she expected both for her and her in-laws. She mingled freely with everyone, especially with her mother-in-law, an elderly lady. When it was time for them to return to the States, she refused to leave. The pleasure of a large family being together made it enjoyable and fascinating, for it reminded her of get-togethers back home in San Jose at the time of Thanksgiving, like when the whole Khandan got together for a ceremonial preparation and cooking of green garlic along with all its supportive items of dahi, aloo baijan, aloo baigan ka bhurta, papars, papadums, etc. to celebrate and welcome the cooler temperatures of winter. She even had her nose pierced while on one of the shopping sprees along Zebunissa Street with the girls of the house, and she had received quite a lot of gifts of jewelry and clothes, which she was very fond of wearing. From the in-laws of her husband's sister, the glass bangles on her arms and the silvery pazites on her ankles made an attractive tinkling sound as she scampered around the whole house. She exclaimed, "I don't mind if you live here in Pakistan or in the States, but I am not leaving you." He reminded her of their agreement, but she refused to abide by it. Instead, she said that if now he left her, then it would be his last day of possessing a green card. "I love your country," she declared. "I love your culture, your way of living. It's unique. It's exciting. I love your family, your mother, my mother that is, and I love you now." With this, she turned towards her mother-in-law, who opened her arms with a strong, genuine, and confident smile. She glided towards her and rested her head on her shoulder, felt her two arms, old but strong, pressing around her, and received such a warm hug with a deep sigh of love, affection, satisfaction, and security. She looked at her poor husband, who stood in the corner of the room, speechless, unable to think of anything.